Hey guys, your man Kudos here. As you can tell by in the bottom left corner, yes, this is another video actually some days before my last two videos. So the last two took place August 8th. This one is taking place August 3rd. At least I think that's what that said. I wasn't really looking at the video. But yes, but last race and the race before that. So the last two videos ago, actually Erwin was in both of them, didn't realize. But this one, also I think Lucius was there too, but I'm not 100%, but I really do think that he was there. High possibility chance. But no, today is actually me and Estrus in this race. We're gonna try to watch out for that gentleman there. But yeah, so actually I'm gonna try to point out whenever I do see him. I'm not sure what Estrus is wearing that day. It's been over 2 years. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let's talk about what's going on here. As this guy go out really wide, we had to avoid him there. He went out wide, started losing a little bit, then he just randomly swung back in. So we just had to go out and yeah, avoid that accident, because that could have been pretty bad. It would have been a crazy like T-bone or whatever. And we got this guy here. We're gonna go on the outside wide, and we're gonna cut back in, try to get a better exit, but he's gonna hold that apex, and we're gonna keep it out wide. But since he stayed in so much on that turn, we carried out more speed, and we just passed him on by. But yeah, we're gonna dip two tires in pretty deep as we stay on the rivets, I think it's called, with the left two tires. Yeah, so we're gonna try to catch up to this guy here, and that guy goes out pretty wide, carries in too much speed, loses a lot of it, keeps that inside going. I'm gonna try to cut in on the inside, but he's gonna be there right with me, so he's gonna keep his he's gonna keep his position, and then I'm gonna come up and go alongside of that guy in a turquoise shirt. I don't really know what color that was, but we're gonna keep it moving, and keep that gas pedal pushing. So we're gonna go out a little bit wider than we're gonna hopes to kind of cut in, but he's gonna keep that inside going right there. We're gonna try to beat him to this little corner, but he's still gonna keep it pushing. Wow, he's still in front of me. He's got some pretty bad exits going on. Oh, but that was just a little too much bad exits added up in that one moment, so we were able to pass him by because he lost so much speed trying to correct himself. But luckily he did correct himself from crashing, but he did lose his position. I think we gave that guy a little bump on accident, but we're gonna swing it out back wide, and we're gonna cut back in. If I'm not mistaken, that guy is probably pretty close behind me, because it seemed like I was keeping up with him, so I would not doubt if he's actually a little bit close behind me. As I said, I don't remember this happened 2 years ago, so here we are just watching at the same time as you are. Well, I'm sorry, not we, but I am watching it at the same time as you guys. But yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna scan the track ahead of us just to see where everyone is at. I'm pretty much alone at this point. I don't think anyone's behind me. It's not like I'm really trying to defend anyone. I'm just going ahead and trying to keep a consistent line going, trying to do the best that I can just to catch up with everyone else, see what everyone else is talking about, see what is going on with everyone else, yeah? So, we see somebody off in the distance. We're going to be coming up pretty close to him soon enough. As we start to make our way there, we notice that no one else is really around except for on turn one. There's two of them. Oh, we're going to actually just go out wide, and we're just going to send it. So, as we're coming in on turn one, we're going to see that we are currently getting closer to them. I don't know if this is turn 2 and 3 or just 2. I'm going to just count it as 2 because it's kind of like 2 turns in one. There's a lot of 2s in there. But we're just going to keep that going. Just count that as turn 2. And so, because it's not really... I don't know, you just kind of use that as one turn pretty much. So we're gonna go out wide and pass that guy here. As we are coming up to this next guy right here, we are going to follow his line pretty nicely. We're gonna actually make a later entrance. Interesting how I did that one. A later entrance, we carried a bit more speed, so we stayed a little wider, carried over more speed because we cut in later. But it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you might want to cut in early, but for that turn in this sense, yeah, it works out if you stay out a little later than what that guy did. But yeah, we're gonna pass them up, and then we're gonna see this red shirt fella keeping that inside on that one. And that is what happens when you keep the inside for too long, or sorry, for too early. Being on the inside too early, you're going to be forced out wide unless if you really slow down to an uncomfortable speed. But yeah, we caught up to him. He kind of jammed us up. We couldn't really get around anyone. We had someone in front of us, and he was on our right side, so we just had to let him go by. But we make the pass on her, and we catch up with him here. He stayed on that inside, so I was able to carry more since I went back out wide. Just how it goes. That is just normal physics, but we just true. Wow, that was just all 4 tires off the track. I mean, technically, with their rules, that is still within track limits, but you just really don't have to go that wide. I later learned that you just don't have to. You just don't. Kind of actually lose a little bit more since you're going out even further wide. But excuse me. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and catch up to this guy on the turquoise again. We're just gonna do a little something past your own, you know, something like that. And then we are going to dip 4 tires out, cut back in, stay in the middle, go out wide, cut in. It could have been a little tighter, not gonna lie. No, I kind of make those turns a little tighter. At least I try to. Let me see what we got going on here. Pretty much nothing. You know, you just go out wide here. Still scanning ahead, seeing if anyone is coming up, or sorry, if we are coming up on anyone, just to kind of, you know, I guess further plan on what my next move will be as we come up to them. Because, you know, you don't really just want to look at generally what's directly in front of you. You kind of want to scan ahead, you know. And I mean, like that guy, if I didn't scan ahead, I would have just probably hugged that inside and just crashed right into him, you know. Or it would have been too much of a late reaction, and then I would have just lost my entire speed. I would have had to, you know, spin myself out or something. But yeah, other than it just being better for your lap times, is just safety. Scan the road ahead. Even if you are just driving on a normal public street, scan ahead. You know, just you don't have to just watch directly what's in front of you. I mean, obviously you should, but you know, you just generally scan ahead. That guy is still here. Still yellow should be out. We're going to catch up on this guy. I don't think we're going to go for the pass here because that guy was spun out. Or do we? Sorry, we just go for the pass anyway. I think at this point in time when I was racing, I think I just stopped caring about the yellow because everyone else just did not care about the yellow at all. They had a point in time where I did care about it. I just did not pass anyone. But I think in this video here, around that point in time, I think I just stopped caring because no one else did. It's kind of like, you know, monkey see, monkey do, whatever. But that guy is not even on spun out anymore. He seems to be back on track. The yellow should be gone unless someone else spun out. But we're just going to hang behind this guy in a red shirt for now. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, we're a little bit wider. He didn't really get off the track a little. We're getting really close to him. We'll try to switch back out so we can have a better exit, and we did. And then we better set ourselves up for the next turn and then the next turn. But he does a switchback to keep his position. Quite interesting what he did there. He went out wide. Oh, but he loses it. No, he carried too much speed. Oh man, he carried too much speed in that one, so he lost the rear end of his cart. So I think that was the end of that race. Not too sure what flag that was, but yeah, so he lost it there. We were able to catch back up on him. But, you know, when it comes to racing, you don't always just want to rely on someone messing up. You just kind of, you know, have to do better yourself at times. But, you know, everything is planned, you know, should be calculated. But, you know, obviously some things just happen beyond your calculation. You can't just calculate everything. But, no, obviously that was not the end of this race because we are still going. Okay, now it's the end of the race. All right, there's the checkered flag here. So, yeah, that was the end of the race. Quite an interesting way to end that. Could have had a good battle going on if that guy did not just lose it there, but I don't know. It's you know, we all make mistakes and everything, but yeah, I do go. Sorry, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.